Back at it. Another week, one more rivalry, and none other than rivalry week. Best week of the year, man, if I must say. But before we get into the rivals, the rivalry games this week, man, we gotta start with our Auburn Tigers. What happened? Upset New Mexico State. Can we call it an upset? What's going on, man? What you got to say about the Tigers, bro?
Man, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Um,
Are we
really,
speechless?
really, that's a word for it.
Yeah,
That's a word for it. Definitely speechless, man. Shit hurt, devastated.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, I don't know. Some people say does it matter that you lost by 3 touchdowns? You lost by 1 point, still a loss. But I mean, it's just to who? It's just to who, man. So uh, that was a tough one. That's a tough pill to swallow. I'm interested to see how they'll play this week. I'm interested to see how they'll play and if we can come out and still try to spoil things that Bama have going.
Man, it's the mindset I've had about our team and our program all year, bro. I'm still surprised and shocked. Like you said, devastated. I think that's the word that we could use, man, with that loss. And we've been there before. Again, we've been in those games where we were an onside kick away from being upset by Utah State, or barely squeaking out against teams that shouldn't even have been on the field with us. But man, with this loss, bro, when I look at it, stat line again was Ashford, bro. Was Ashford. Um, didn't have nothing on the stat sheet. Ashford did not have anything on the stat sheet, a pass, a rush, couldn't get nothing done, bro. Will we need him this week? That's the question again. I know you talked about it. We said, listen, for us to win big games, Robbie Ashford has to play a piece. Will we see him this week? That's the question I got.
Man, I don't really know what's going on with the offense, man. Looked at the stats from the last game. Jarvis Hunter didn't even have a whole lot of rushing attempts or yards. I really didn't even watch the game because it's one of them games you didn't have to watch. You just check the
Yeah.
ESPN app and see how many we was winning by.
Mm.
And to get a text message from a former teammate about, hey, y'all checking out Auburn, and then to go and see what was going on, I was really at a loss of words. Couldn't really explain it. Try to look at the stats and see what was going on or what we weren't doing, and nothing really made sense, man.
Did
I
Hunter
don't know.
get hurt? Did
I
Hunter
don't.
get hurt? Because I'm just like you. I checked the stat sheet. I was at my son's basketball game. I Google Auburn, and we're down by 14 to New Mexico State. So that's when, I started to lock in. But Jarquez Hunter, 8 carries, 27 yards.
Yeah,
How do we
had
get to this
to,
point?
had to be something, huh? It had to be something.
You would
That
hope,
is
man.
that is wild. For him to go crazy like he did 2 weeks beforehand with Arkansas and Vanderbilt, and just to get 8 carries, it had to be something that was going on. But I feel like we would have heard about it if it was. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with our Auburn Tigers.
Oh, man. Well, you say, like I said, something has to be going on. But when you look at our other running backs, Damari Austin, he had 1 carry. No other running back has an attempt for the game. Peyton Thorne has 17 carries. Um, Again, I didn't watch the game plan. I think we ran 40 something plays. So it seems as if New Mexico State, controlled the ball for the most of the game. Um, but again, it's just shocking that an SEC team caliber going against New Mexico State only has 9 rushing attempts, man. That's shocking to say the least, brother.
Say the least, to say the least, man.
Mm.
Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt. That was a good punch.
Oh man. And so when you I don't know if you be keeping up. I do. I check these articles, after games, press conferences. Hugh Freeze, he talks about play calling. One week is, I was in control of play calling, and I'm leaning more heavily into play calling now until I get more comfortable with, I guess whatever the OC is doing.
Yeah.
Where do we lay the blame right now? Um, we talked about this week one. I don't think this is anything that we didn't see coming outside of losing to New Mexico State. But where does the blame lay, man, for the program?
Oh, man, I seen a couple articles that Zach and Cadillac stood up and said that they didn't have the guys prepared to play. Man, I kind of felt like they were using those guys as scapegoats.
Mm, mm.
Who really gets the blame, man? Is a new coach in here. You can say he hasn't gotten his recruits yet. You can say these recruits or the players or whatnot are from the last team. But I mean, it's on everybody, man. It's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I don't care how you try to dress it up. Things are unacceptable. And at some point, you know what I'm saying, you got to feel like you playing a game like, damn, bro, like we need to tighten up. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Did none of the leaders step up and say like, yo, we can't let this happen. Like, well, tighten up. What's going on? Like, I know we probably ain't prepared how we should have. You know what I'm saying? We kind of overlooked it, but hey, we need to tighten up, bro.
yeah,
For real. Somebody should have said something in that locker room at halftime.
yeah.
So I don't
Uh,
know what's going on with Auburn, man. I really don't.
yeah, I think they said it was more missed tackles this past game than the past 4 games. So we know that missed tackles, both of us play defense.
Wow.
We both know missed tackles comes from effort and want to. Um, and when you don't want to, when you're not really, ready or amped up for a game, shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying? Where you miss tackles, you just going through the motions and you get beat. But I'm with you, man. I think that falls, in my opinion, more so on the head guy than, as you mentioned, position coaches as Cadillac and Zach. I think though that's the type of coaches they are, as far as, hey, my guys wasn't ready to play. My group, whether it was the running back group, DB group, man. But when you talk about going through a week of practice, it starts on what, Sunday.
Yeah.
This don't start on Wednesday or Thursday. It starts on Sunday, the day after you kind of come off of the win that they had. So in my opinion, that's the head guy. You don't look nowhere else but at the head guy, when you talk about why this team wasn't prepared and ready to go, man. So we'll see what happens, man. We've got the biggest matchup of the week, the biggest rivalry in all of sports. I'm biased, obviously, but Auburn, Alabama this week, man. So we're gonna see how it play out, brother.
Yeah, man.
What you
We go
think?
see how it out.
Yeah. All right. What you think about game winning field goal, Missouri versus Florida? I don't know if you was able to tune in, man. Our guy, Thicker Kicker, was able to put the dagger in the Gators, bro.
Hey, man, he did what he's supposed to do. When it's your time, when your number get called on, make the play.
Yeah.
He does it time after time. Except against Auburn. Can't forget that.
Time after time, and then ran around the field, Gator chomping. Man, I think everybody lived for that, bro. Everybody lived for that moment. If you could go around the Gator Stadium doing the chomp, didn't they play in Florida?
Nah, they was in Missouri actually.
In Missouri? Okay, okay. I thought he was in Gainesville doing that, man. But yeah, definitely, man, I like what Eli's doing. We talk about this week after week again, bro. He had them guys ready to play until the clock hit zero. And it's a system. You get what I'm saying? They got a system, they execute, and they stick with their game plan, man. I think that's a team that believes in their coach and the guys around them.
Yeah,
So
man, he's building the program for sure, man. What was that he said to Tennessee coach after the game, after the game, bro?
he's standing on business, man.
Hey, man, every time, cuz. Every
Hey,
time.
it's got to be the only coach. This has to be the only coach in the country that goes out post game, and you sent me this, and tells the coach, "We standing on business."
Yeah. Standing on it. When you get what you did last year, we standing on business, cuz. I
Eli, man,
respect it. Eli, respect.
love it, dog, love it. All right, man. Heisman. What you think about the Heisman this year? We got two players I feel like that's leading the conversation. When you think about Michael Penix, when you think about Bo Nix, former Auburn guy, um, who you think deserves it, bro?
You got to go with Michael Penix right now. Got to go on just because strength off the record, and he beat him head to head.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
man, Bo's putting together an exceptional season, man. I can't take that from him. Maybe things just decided to start to click for him. I know he's more mature than a lot of players that's playing right now, so it's working out for him, man. And keep going, keep going. I want to see how far they can go. I want to see if Oregon can actually sneak into the playoff. Maybe we'll have two Pac-12 teams, man. Maybe the new SEC is the Pac-12, or this year the Pac-12, with
Whoa,
everybody
whoa, whoa, my friend.
break
Whoa,
up.
whoa, my friend. As Lee Corso would say, not too fast, my friend. Hey, I think I would like to see both of those teams in the playoffs as well, bro. I think they deserve it. I think they're honestly two of the best teams in the country right now. As far as Heisman, I agree with you, man, just because of the head-to-head matchup. Now, would the Heisman be announced before the playoffs, or is it how is that?
The Heisman is during might be right before the playoffs.
Right before the playoffs, so we won't see another matchup than before.
I'm trying to think. Hold on, when is it? I think it's right before the playoffs.
Yeah, so right after New Year's, or all right. Well,
Right, it might be like on New Year's Day or something like that.
if we don't see another matchup, man, you got to go Michael Penix. He deserves it. Continues to
Well,
pull
how
out.
does it shake out for the Pac-12 championship? Are they on the same side, opposite sides?
I'm not sure.
I
We can.
imagine them being close in like radius that they will probably be on the same side, but I mean, you never know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. Or who they have predicted for that game.
But man, you cannot sleep on the Pac-12 this year, man. They got teams up and down, man, up and down the board from Oregon, Washington, USC, Oregon State,
Mhm.
Arizona, Utah. I mean, and for a minute we was looking at Colorado till they started getting passed around. Washington State.
Yeah,
I mean, they had some pretty good teams for it to be their last year. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They showed up.
yeah. Nah, you're right, bro. Honestly, man, those teams you just named competing in the SEC, I think are pretty even matchups. A Utah or Ole Miss. That's a bowl matchup that I like to see.
Mm,
So yeah, no, I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
man. For real.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it play out. Not sure. But I definitely see Washington being able to come out of there as champions, man, and go to the playoffs.
Man, I would like to see Washington versus Georgia, Oregon versus Bama. Um, who would you say the third team in it is? Maybe Utah.
Yeah.
Utah against LSU.
Yeah. You mean out of the Pac-12?
Yeah, Pac-12.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Oregon State probably the third one.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like you
LSU.
said, they pretty loaded over there, man.
They matching up well, man. I feel like things are spreading out, man. Things are spreading out. We still have, I think, the most dominant teams, but as far as how many teams, I think, SEC is starting to spread out. I think we have about maybe, I don't know, two for sure, but you could probably go with four teams. And that being Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss. Oh, man, I'm sure I forgot about Missouri. I forgot about Missouri.
You gotta have
Missouri.
Missouri in there.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I want to say Tennessee, but I think they some front runners.
You think who's front runners?
Tennessee.
Oh yeah, man. Tennessee done got beat down. Past 2 weeks? Uh, Georgia beat them down. Missouri beat them down. I think, man, that was again standing on business. That was big.
Yeah.
Eli, he proved something in with that win,
Yeah.
bro. That was a big win for the program. Man, that's crazy. All right, man. Headed into these predictions, rivalry week. Man, we've got some, best games of the season. Starting out Thursday, you got the Egg Bowl. Uh, Ole Miss versus Mississippi State. I'll start out first. I told you Ole Miss would win out this year. So I'm on Ole Miss. I think Lane, he's not gonna drop this one. It means too much. For him to lose this one. So I'm taking the Rebels, man, in a beatdown. I say 21, 28 points.
Nah, they beat them by that much.
Yeah, beatdown.
Oh,
Beatdown, man.
hey man, I know. I think the far superior team is Ole Miss. Where are they playing? They play Start Vegas. Start Vegas.
You gonna hit them cowbells, brother.
Uh, it's a rivalry, and I know Mississippi State coach got fired, but I think these guys are gonna try their best to bond. I feel they're gonna lose.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say they're gonna lose by a closer margin of 10 points. I think they're gonna come out juiced up, but at the end of the day, by the time that adrenaline runs out, maybe by second quarter, definitely by halftime, I think Ole Miss will start to impose their will. They won't run up a lot of points, but it'll show the difference in the team. And I think they'll try to play hard as long as they can, but it's going to end up being, I think, a 10-14 kind of win. I don't think 28. I'm thinking 31-14, something like that.
I can
34-14,
see,
something
I can
like
see
that.
it. I can
So
see it, but I can also see Lane scoring into the game to put a little flavor on it.
try to run it up. I get it. He try to get some style
Yeah,
points.
I can see that. I just man, I told you that running game Ole Miss got that running back. I like them. I think they
Yeah.
find a way. When you think about Lane offense, bro, I think about like spreading the ball out, air raid. But man, they finding a way to run that rock. So, I definitely like Ole Miss in this game. So we'll be tuned in Thursday, seven
Uh,
thirty.
I think he does an excellent job of using what he has. You know what I'm saying? Just going back there when he was at Bama, had Blake Sims, man. Had Blake Sims, you know what I'm saying? Take nothing from Blake. That's my homeboy. What's up, brother? But had Blake Sims, you know what I'm saying, looking like Vince Young out there with Coop. You know what I'm saying? He makes his plays around his players. He uses their strengths. And you gotta admire that.
Yep, yep, doing a great job everywhere he goes, man. So, all right, Mister Standing on Business, man. We got Eli headed to Arkansas, playing against a Razorback team that look lethargic, sluggish against our Tigers, man. Do we think Eli pulls it out?
Yeah, I think this is the one that's gonna be a beatdown.
Ooh,
I think they're playing with some confidence, man. I think they're playing with their confidence now. You know how it is when you get that win that you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? It's a change in the season. I think they're playing with a whole lot of confidence right now. They didn't blow out Florida, but you know, it's the SEC, man. At any given time, you gotta be ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Florida has talent. And you know, they might want to come up there and match their season, so they're playing with a little bit of extra chip on their shoulder. But I think Missouri, you know, was able to withstand that. And I think they go in there and beat them boys down by 17.
ooh, man. What does Missouri have to play for right now, man? What they playing for? Are they playing for again? We know they playing for the head coach. The team is jailed. Um, but how do they get up for this game? Because it's an SEC matchup. We know you can lose any week in the SEC. So they're gonna find a way to get up. But is this a trap game for them, bro? Is it possible that this is a trap game? The
It,
Arkansas for Missouri.
it's definitely a trap game. It's definitely a trap game, but they're playing for a better bowl.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Bowl.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take Missouri as well, man. I think. I hope, in the sake of Coach Eli, what they doing over there, man. I would hate to see them lose this game. I would hate to see them go down like this. So
Yeah,
I they come out, stand on business, and win by you know, 21 plus.
pretty tough. I can see that.
All right, we got a rivalry in the state of Texas, man. We got Texas Tech headed to play the Longhorns. I put this on here because I'm going with the upset. I'm going with Texas Tech, man. Um, was able to watch them play 2 to 3 games this year. Tough team. They got a few upsets. Uh, I think the quarterback's still hurt, not sure yet, but I'm going with Texas Tech, man, in this upset. Just hadn't seen what we expect from the Longhorns this year, bro. Not not
Okay.
not what I expected. So I'm taking the Raiders, man. The Red Raiders. Ain't that right? Red Raiders?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
The Red Raiders, bro.
You gonna take them, and I'm gonna stick with the guys that's moving to the SEC next year. I'm gonna go
Okay.
with the Longhorns on this one. I gotta see it to believe it. I know Texas Tech played Oregon really tough,
hmm
but I'm gonna put some belief in Sarkisian, and I'm gonna rock with Texas.
Now, is the quarterback who's their quarterback right now? Do you know?
Is it the man? I can't remember. I think it's the black guy, the
Yeah, I
black
think the other
unless Urias
quarterback.
is back in. No, Urias had went down, but I think he might be back in.
Okay, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna see how that one play out. This next rivalry, Friday night, is gonna be a high score matchup. I can easily see 100 points between these two combined.
What's it?
Oregon,
100.
Oregon versus Oregon State.
Mm.
70 of them points go to Oregon. So, um,
This man said 70.
70. They put up 63 last week.
Hey
Uh,
man, not sleep on Oregon State, man.
okay.
They just beat them last year now.
Talk to me.
They just beat them last year. I think they got to go to Eugene this year. I
Yeah,
think they
that's
got
right. That's right.
They do. Okay, so but don't sleep on Oregon State, man. They have a solid football team. They have a solid football team. I think they'll keep it close. I think Oregon wins, but I think they'll keep it close.
All right. You think they keep it close with Bo in that offense, man?
I think they keep it close. By
Not
close,
too
I mean
many.
points. That's close to me.
That's close against Oregon. Absolutely. Not too
So
many teams have been able to do that this year, bro.
I think they keep it close, man. Like DJ Uga Ungale
So
having a
that's the
redemption.
quarterback.
Yeah, that's the quarterback from Clemson.
Yeah, he looked good too.
So
I think against Colorado he cut up.
he's having a redemption, man. A redemption season, man. They pretty much gave up on him. He was highly touted out of high school. I think he might have been the number one quarterback.
Yeah,
Um, Back on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Feel like more comfortable or whatnot. And he's playing better. He's playing better, and they believe in him more than anything. So that confidence is everything. So uh, it'll be interesting if he wants to move himself up in the draft. He needs to come in and have a big day. And what a better way to knock off Oregon at home.
man, what a better way. You said it best, bro. This gonna be a big one for him. All right, moving on to Saturday. The only game that one might say is a comparison to the Iron Bowl. Ohio
Yes, sir.
State, the Ohio State versus Michigan.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
you got number two versus number three right here. This reminds me of 2013, man, when Alabama and Auburn, the Iron Bowl meant something. When it was about who gonna go to the playoffs or who gonna go to the Natty, who gonna go to the SEC. It's one of
Yeah.
the games right here, man. The Ohio State versus Michigan. A lot been going on with Jimbo and I mean with Jim Harbaugh and that crew. He's suspended, won't be on the sideline.
Uh,
Um, what you got, man?
man, I'm going with Michigan, man. I'm going Michigan. They're gonna be playing in Ann Arbor.
Yeah,
Um, and I think Michigan has won like four straight. I know it's gonna mean a whole lot to Ohio State, but I just think that Michigan is the better team. I
yeah.
think that better team. Harbaugh finally built the boys up to sustainable level to where they're playing what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And Ohio State ain't got Urban Meyer. I think Michigan win this. I think they win it. I think they win it convincingly.
I think Michigan wins convincingly.
Convincingly.
Oh
Convincingly.
man.
Convincingly.
All right.
10.
Well,
10.
10. This one we cross, man. I think I'm going with the Ohio State.
Mm.
Uh, got the best receiver in college football. I don't think that's debatable right now. Um,
Somebody go ask you to pull numbers.
man, and I think we could. I think we could when you talk about the numbers there. When
Ask
you
you to
talk
pull.
about when you talk about the talent, when you talk about the route running, the catches he's done made this year, man, best receiver I think in college football. And without the head guy, for
Mm.
some reason, I feel like what he's been able to bring to that program matters. And during tough situations, I think they look at him, whether he's saying something through the headset, talking to his guys, body language. You know how it is, man. When you don't have that leader, one person can make the whole team fall apart. Meaning they drop their head. You get the fussing on the sideline. Anything can throw it off, dog. And I think this gonna be one of them games, man. Very close game, but somehow Michigan falls apart. I don't know if it's a fumble. I don't know if it's a pick. I don't know if it's penalties. Whatever it is, I say the Ohio State pulls it off, man.
Mm. So Ohio State back in the win column in this
Yes,
series. Okay.
yes, sir.
All
That's taken.
right. Blake Corum and the Wolverines.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good one. Tune in, tune in. All right, we've got Texas A&M, the Aggies. Just 5-day coach headed to Death Valley. 11 a.m. kickoff game Central. Do they got a shot?
No, I don't think they have a shot, man. And you spoke on two guys for the Heisman, but I got to throw a third in there, and LSU's quarterback, man. He has been playing absolutely off the charts, man. He's been playing off the charts, man. He's got some lucky draws, man. With his defense not being, as stout as it usually is, man. But if he had a little bit better defense, man, he would definitely be up for the Heisman, man. If he already is, his numbers prove that, and he is an absolute playmaker, and he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take LSU. I'm gonna take LSU. And they win by 14.
Yeah, I'm with you. I take LSU as well this game. 14 sounds, I think, just about right for this matchup. I could even go 21 just because LSU at home. And if they get on you early, it's gonna get rough. Again, um, when you don't have your head guy, a lot of things going on with the program, it's easy to give up. It's easy to give up. You know what I'm saying? Especially a week like this. 2012, we went in the Bryant Denny. What was the final score? It was ugly. It was ugly. 49-7, 49-0, something like that. But it can get ugly fast in these rivalry games, man. Especially if your program ain't right, you ain't ready to play. So I'm taking LSU 14 to 17 points. And I agree, bro. Quarterback's been playing good ball. Um, I think you said this about somebody last a few weeks ago, Brock Bowers. If he gets invited, he'll just be there, to be a part of the show. I
Yeah.
think it'll be a situation for this quarterback, but well deserved. And I think I'm with you. He need to be a part of that conversation. All right, man. We're gonna go through this next one quickly because I know who you taking. You got Coach Prime playing against a solid Utah team, man. What's the final score?
They playing at home, right?
Yeah, you got Utah at home.
Oh, look, Colorado, man. They started out so hot,
Hmm.
but they just slowly went down. Man, when the last time Colorado won a game, man?
I,
Arizona State?
I don't know. I
They
don't know.
had Arizona State, man. They beat TCU, Nebraska, Colorado State,
Yeah,
Arizona State. It
probably.
feels like since they won a game, bro.
It probably has been.
It won't be this Saturday, bro. Utah would not. They not going for it, bro. It will be another L. And like I said a few weeks ago, man, Colorado probably won't get another W, man. They probably won't. And
Mm.
it's because the Pac-12 is actually a solid conference. They won't win, man. I feel bad for them, but you got better than last year, and that's all you can ask for. You know what I'm saying? Game now you win 4 games, so it's progress. It's
Right.
progress, and all you can do is go out there and play the game, man. Be prepared. But I'm taking Utah, and I'm taking Utah by at least 14.
Yeah.
Really go 21.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. I was picking Colorado for weeks. You said, listen, they won't win again. They won't win another game. I'm like, look, they got the players, blah, blah, blah. It's over, man. The season over. We must just pack it up. You know, Utah, this could get ugly, man. And I hate it. I hate it for the guys because I think they got some playmakers. A lot of things went on throughout the season, but season goes by fast, man. And it matters week by week, one game at a time. And if you start looking ahead, which I feel like that team started to do with the first four wins or, you know, early on in the season, um, it just fell apart, man. So I'm taking Utah. Big win. Hopefully quarterback plays. Not sure. No, he got pulled last game because he was hurt. Who knows? Taking Utah, big win.
Yeah.
All right. The one that matters, man. Iron Bowl. Alabama headed to Jordan Hare, best place in the country to play college football. Do we have a chance? Do we have a chance?
Man, we always got a chance when we in Jordan Hare. We always got a chance, man. We got slapped in the mouth last week. Opened up some eyes, man. I know how this week is in Auburn in practice. I know we got the former players calling in, talking about how much this matters. So there'll be a whole lot more focus, and it's gonna be a grind. If we win, it's gonna either be a close win or a big blowout,
Hmm.
and that's just how it is, man. I know Saban gonna have those guys prepared. Even though they already secured the West, I don't think they'll overlook us. People know how hard it is to come in here and win, besides the Mexico State appearance. But I think we come out, we fight hard, man. It's go. I feel like it'll be a close game. Um, but my
Will we
feelings
win the game, Smooth?
feelings have changed, man. My feelings have changed. I said weeks ago that we was gonna go 3-0. Arkansas, New Mexico State, Bama.
Mm.
Go end up being 1-2, man. I think we go down in this one.
Final score.
Oof. 31-24.
31-24. That's a ball game. That's a ball game. Bama's headed to Auburn. Biggest rivalry in college football. 10-year anniversary of the biggest play in all of sports ever. Ever. Kick six. I'm taking Auburn. 24-17. Don't know how it happened, but it happens. Let's go. And the next rivalry we got maybe the biggest rivalry in the state of Florida. I don't know. You can tell me better. I don't know if the Miami one plays a bigger part, but Florida State headed to Florida. After the loss that Florida has, man. Um, are they excited for this one? Big matchup. We just had a crazy injury with the quarterback. Everybody saw it, Jordan Travis. Um, man, what's the feeling right here for this game? It's strange. It's strange right now. Nobody, I don't even know what to think about it.
Man, it's a big game, man. Florida licking their chops, man. As you
Hmm.
said, Jordan Travis went down, man, with an injury. He'll be out for the year. Um, Napier will have his team ready to play. They see an opportunity that they need to seize. They could keep Florida State probably out of the playoff. He could save his job. They will be ready to play. They will be ready to play. I will say that. And the swamp will be loud. Will be loud. I think this is guy's first start at quarterback,
Hmm.
but a hell of a start on the road. Benny
Big
Hill
one.
Griffin, big one, man. So, man, I'm gonna take the underdog, man. I'm gonna rock with Florida.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, with the injury, is Florida really the underdog? And the last question, what you said about Napier, if he doesn't find a way to win this game, does it cost him his job?
I think it does,
Even
man.
even more now. Even more now.
I think it does. I think it does. Nobody really has the patience nowadays. They want to win now. And salute to Michigan for giving Harbaugh time to build a program. Now they're winning
Mm,
10 games, 11 games a year, 12,
yeah.
things like that. So it takes time, but nobody really wants that time. I feel like if he doesn't win this game with their quarterback being out, um, yeah, man, think he can get the can.
Ah, man, that's rough. That's rough. I think Napier is a good coach. What you think about him on the outside? Like when you see how he's running the program.
I
Um,
don't, I don't know if he's the right fit for him. Florida looks uh a lot different. They used to be a fast, nasty defense. I see a lot of missed tackles and softness and stuff. They usually have, good DBs making plays,
yeah,
playing with
yeah.
swag. I just don't see that. I don't see that.
He was at what, La Tech first?
Uh,
Louisiana
nah,
Tech. Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Okay, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. If he don't find a way to win this one, unfortunately, as you said, bro, I think they give him the can because of the injury. Um, Even more now. If this the second string backup quarterback comes in here and in a huge rivalry game, first start against the SEC team, um, under the lights on the road, it's not gonna fare out well for him, man. So, I'm
The
taking the
game at
underdog.
night.
It's at night, 7 p.m. under the lights, man. You know the swamp gonna be rocking.
That's gonna be tough. That's
Swamp
gonna
gonna
be
be
tough.
rocking. I take Florida in this matchup. Again, I'm taking solely two reasons. The running back for Florida. Again, I'm a fan. I like ETN, the younger brother, and Napier. I feel like as a coach, man, he's gonna find pull his guys together and find a way to win this game. So I'm taking the Gators at home, upsetting the number 5 team in the country. Unfortunately, without Jordan Travis, man, I wish he could have played all year, man. He got a lot of fans out here, a lot of people rooting for him.
Yeah, man. I like to see people at full strength, man. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Even with him, I thought it would have been going down to the end, though.
Yeah, um, man, yeah. If he was able to play, I think it sways much more the Florida State side. But they still got the receiver was Coleman.
Yeah,
Hey, so I'm curious to see how it play out. Don't know much about the backup quarterback, but he'll get a shot, man. None other. Under the lights in one of the biggest rivalries in the country.
Sir.
Let's go.